All right, guys, the watch list for Thursday. Thank goodness FOMC day's behind us. It's just a lousy day to trade. Usually the morning is boring, sideways, choppy, waiting for the announcement, and then it's chaos after that. So I really don't like either situation. So I'm glad it's behind us. So anyway, I've put together a list of stocks I'm going to watch tomorrow. Starbucks is one of them. Now this actually is kind of an ugly chart. You can kind of see a head and shoulders there. But at the same time, you have a possible double bottom right here, and Starbucks has fallen pretty far. And today was a big down day. So a lot of times when you pierce the 200-day, and you got a little bit of a double bottom and a price support from about a week ago, it's a good candidate for a bounce. You also have, if you look straight to the left here, you do have some consolidation right there, so some support, if you will. Anyway, it's not my favorite setup, but it's on the list. The rest of the list is as follows. Let's see, GoGo. This one had resistance back here, right here at the $20 area, and then you had a little flag below that. So now you've got, it's been falling, and then there's a little bounce, but then you've got that shape we look for. You don't have great volume, but this $20 area to me is interesting to look for a bounce. GoGo made a huge move from 18 to 36, so basically doubled there in about a month. It's been grinding lower, but when it does get upside momentum, you can usually get a pretty nice trade out of it. So I say this a lot. It doesn't cost me anything to have it on a chart tomorrow. Nice volume here. Looked like it was rolling over, so you might have some shorts caught. You had this gap down and a big island down here, and then a big push up 2 days ago, and then today, yeah, you've got kind of an inside candle on lower volume. So this one just goes on a chart, and we'll watch for hopefully a narrow range and then a high of day break. That could give a real nice trade. And if it doesn't happen, I won't even do anything with it. Angie, a very strong stock even in a weak market, seems to be coiling here. And I have this on long watch. I don't have any kind of trigger price for you. I'll have to wait and see what the market does once we're open and what ANGI itself is doing. FAST, 4, 5, 6 days down in a row, something like that. You kind of have a spinning top or doji down here, and it's bounced pretty nicely off this $44 area. So I just have this one on long watch. I mean, it's not very hard to see, right? It's basically been in this range here, and then more recently in this tighter range. So we're definitely down at the bottom of a range, and if the market bounces, this is a good candidate, in my opinion, for a long. DHI Home Builder, oddly enough, is nice volume here, and another nice day today, up over recent highs, up over this 2-day high. Certainly worth watching. We can glance at a couple other home builders. PHM still kind of flagging. LEN, RYL, TOL. They all look like they're close to possibly breaking out. I think the group is worth having on watch. KBH hitting its 200-day. So anyway, I'll be watching DHI as my home builder of choice. XCO. You can see there. Ugly chart, but then now it's possible inverse head and shoulders. Nice volume today. And trying to break above this range. So that one is on long watch. NTAP. I mean, just a crazy move here for a week straight up to 46, and now 4 days down in a row and hitting the 20-day. This also was a previous high. I mean, I don't love this, but again, it's a good candidate if the market's going to bounce after this move NTAP made. 4 days down, this is a good candidate for a possible long. Again, only with a proper intraday setup. FTNT. Now, in and of itself, I probably wouldn't have had this on watch, but you can see over 22, it's interesting. And then in after hours, that's the reason I have this one on watch. In after hours, went as high as almost to 24, but it looks like it's at 22.10 right now. So it could be interesting to watch tomorrow. I don't love it. We'll have to wait and see how it opens. All right. Anyway, that's the list I'm going to start with. I have a couple low floaters in my notes as well, but won't go into them here. And then LGF. I didn't even put this on the member page because it's just interesting, but it doesn't look like it's ready to go yet. But watch Lionsgate LGF if it gets over 32. You had a nice volume on this day right here. You see the volume that corresponds with it. And then it's really kind of coiling. So this one up over these recent highs, up over this area. I'd really like to see it push through 32 with volume. Could get a nice trade. Again, doesn't cost you anything to have that one on a chart. So anyway, that's what we'll be starting with in the chat room tomorrow. Quick mention about the chat room. We've made some changes this past couple weeks, and it is so much more usable. We've cut out all the clutter. Only moderators can see your posts now, and so we don't have a bunch of people posting. We've gotten rid of all the people posting exits and boasting about profits when they never posted an entry, which has always been a rule. We don't allow it anyway, but it still would slip through. So gotten rid of all of that. All you're going to see now is myself or about 9 other moderators posting trade ideas. And if a member posts what we deem a good idea, because we can see member posts, we will also pass that along. So we still have the teamwork mentality in there, but as a member, much less cluttered to sift through. And I've gotten rave reviews about the changes. So come by and check it out if you're not a member. It's a big plus, one of the best things we've ever done in there. So I'm going to quit babbling here, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a good night.